word, that was shocking acting, wasn't it? Anyway, welcome to PingiTV. I'm actually driving on the way to Jungjug Beach for a bit of bodyboarding. The topic of the conversation today is the classical event that starts this evening, that's the Showdown. Probably the one thing being a Victorian expat coming from South Australia is that I can never seem to sort of convert natural Victorians and converting it just how fascinating the Showdown really is and how much it actually means to us South Australians, that being Crow supporters and Port supporters as well. But let me just go through the timeline about what's happened, and they might be able to change minds. Who can remember in '97 in the first Showdown where Port won? It was a massive thing. It was the biggest thing in South Australian football at the time. Who can remember in '98 when I think it was the fourth Showdown where the Crows won by plating and PingiTV kicked 7 goals? Who can remember in 2000 where the Crows came back from 42 points down for one of the most memorable victories? Mark Shooter had 40-odd touches. Who can remember in 2002 the first night Showdown, which was a sellout crowd, a really close game, and ended up being making the Henley Beach small pub called the Ramsgate famous? Who can forget the following 2002 Showdown when Mark Bickley had that hit on Darryl Wakeland? Who can forget in 2005 in that Showdown final where the Crows won by 83 points? Who can forget in 2006 when Trent Henschel had that knee injury from that Matt Thomas tackle, which put a halt to his career and probably put an early end to it, despite him coming back 3 years later? Who can forget in 2008 when Dean Brogan and Matt Thomas had their grumpy pills and they knocked over Nathan Bassett and Luke Jericho? It turned out to be all kinds of brawls, but it was absolutely fascinating. It was one of the greatest Showdowns of all time. And probably one more is who can forget in 2010 when Port were in a losing streak of about 10 games in a row. It was Matty Primus' first game as Port Power coach and then ended up winning. So there are so many fascinations that have gone on with Showdowns since its origin, and hopefully tonight will be one further. So I'm really looking forward to watching it tonight, and I just hope the Victorians that are not Crow supporters, that are not Port supporters, can actually watch it too and actually get fascinated with the concept of the Showdown. Anyway, it's a bit while before I get to my destination yet, so I'll wait till I get there before I can reveal who the Muppet is for this week. You're a Muppet. Finally made it to the destination. I must admit it's sort of hard to breathe because of the circulation being cut short because of the sweatsuit. Okay, it's Muppet time. There were a couple of really worthy candidates this week. One of the greatest quirks about You're a Muppet on PingiTV is that I get the liberty to bag whoever I want. But I know I've got to be independent and actually got to find a good reason for it. Buddy Franklin, who as most people know is not on my most fond of list. I mean, because of the Twitter garbage that he's been going through lately, I mean, buying his own followers. Then because of what Andrew Bogut said on EMT, he actually decides to close his account and then he opens it again. So that's a bit of a comical thing. But I'm not going to bag your buddy because of the fact that, I mean, I think you did and you wanted to be private, but because you're a high-profile footballer, you know, if you wash a toilet, it makes headlines. So, Buddy Franklin, you're not the Muppet this week, so Hawthorn supporters, and I know a few of them, go easy on me. However, Dustin Martin, on the other hand, you don't get off that lightly, mate. After what's been going on, you know, with your suspension and Daniel Connors being sacked from the Richmond Football Club as well. Drinking, partying on the Monday night and then going to training the next day. Dusty, mate, that's not good enough. You're a professional footballer. And probably what makes it even sadder, and I know Richmond supporters would agree with me on this one, is the fact that you are an absolutely damn good footballer. And you actually could be one of the reasons why Richmond can get out of this funk. I mean, it's been 1980 since they last won a flag, and Joe Golsey's Shut Up In Your Face was the #1 single that year, and John Lennon was still alive last time Richmond won a flag. So you've got an opportunity, because you have the potential of being a superstar of that club, to actually bring them out of the funk and maybe give themselves the win over winning a premiership. So Dusty Martin, you need to behave yourself, mate. And furthermore, as of this week, anyway, that's it for me. I'll be grabbing my biggie board. Right. Here we go. There we go. This is my artillery. So I'll see you soon. Hopefully I can catch a few waves. Ciao for now. Surprise!